brightlinksource.com here, and I'm reviewing another watch from Egard Watches. This is their second watch. The first one was the Shade, which if you've taken a look at all my reviews, you'll see that I did an unboxing of the Egard Shade. This is the Adoro. Right now it's a limited production, 100 pieces, Swiss made. This is a higher end watch. I think they're selling them for $1,500. It's going to be released in this one is when you see it, you'll see it's I'll talk a little bit more about it, but they're going to release an all stainless version also, I think eventually, that's not going to be limited, but this combination here is limited to 100 pieces and will never be made again in that combination. So there it is. Similar watch boxes before. I think it's the same one. Open it up, and there she is. It's hard to get it's a little bit blocking, getting in my way here. Alright. The Egard Adoro. I've taken a brief look at this once already, but I haven't really, I kind of want to discover it with you guys on the video here, because I didn't, it's always kind of fun to do something like this, especially with a brand new watch that essentially hasn't been released yet, or just is released. Just like the Shade, it's got the Egard polishing cloth, which is nice. So got that in there. Extra strap. This is a brown leather strap. The straps are of okay quality. They're nothing special, so if it were me, I'd probably the one that's on here is actually quite nice. It's an embossed strap. It somehow feels a little bit nicer. This one I'm not too ecstatic about, but it does have a tang. So one comes with a tang, and this one comes as a deployant, double butterfly deployant. So that's the extra strap. I personally think that a watch like this might deserve a real genuine croc strap or something like that. Maybe something you'd pick up aftermarket, or maybe Egard will start offering something like that. I wouldn't mind seeing those. So let me get this box out of the way. Oh, forgot about the cushion. I'll take a closer look at that watch. And one thing I did forget. My protector pad here, so I don't bang up the watches. So it's got some. You might notice it's got protective plastic here. No, that's much nicer. So a closer look at the dial here. It's probably reflections are gonna screw around with a little bit with the visibility here, but as you can see, it's a heck of a dial. Ilan has really taken that 3D dial concept, which he seems to really like, and done something else with it again on the Adoro here. The Shade had a different style of dial, but a similar kind of a 3D feel to it, and this one is actually quite interesting. The raised part here where Egard logo is actually looks like it's dark around the edges, almost like there's almost like a sort of a gradient. I'm not sure if that's just an illusion or if it actually is that way, because it looks quite nice. The gold is 20 microns thick, which is quite a thick plating, as I understand it. The engraved Egard on the side there. Same case style and size as the Shade. This one differs in that instead of having a Japanese movement, it has a Swiss Unitas 6498. Peel the sticker back on the back of this one off too. Get a better look here. You can see limited edition. It's actually printed right on there. This one is numbered 86 of 100. Swiss-made Adoro Sapphire Crystal, 5 atmospheres, so it's got a 50-meter water resistance. I'll zoom out a little bit here so you can get a better look at it in full. There's the embossed leather strap. It's got the crocodile embossing on it. Actually, pretty decent strap. It looks like the same stitching style as the other one, but it feels just a little bit nicer than the other strap, the brown strap that it comes with. It's got this blue thing here. Let me peel these bits off. I can get a better look at the watch. Should do a wrist thing here. So it's a little bit big. Adjustment on the buckle comes standard on like most butterflies. I'll take it down to that one there. It's a little bit closer. Maybe a little bit loose still. Gives you an idea of how it looks. It's quite nice actually. Very brown, being that the strap is brown, but they did a good matching with the brown strap and the dial. One thing I would be a little bit concerned about if I was picking up another brown strap is that it would have to match pretty good to look right. I think if it was sort of a different brown, it might look a little funny. But I don't think this is that unique of a color on the strap. It's a pretty standard looking brown. So the case, the clasp is also rose gold plated to match here. The extra strap on the Tang, oddly, is stainless steel, which I'm not sure if that's going to be like that on release or what, but I think they probably should have maybe went with that there. And I'm sure it's something that can be shipped afterwards. So it's a manual Y Swiss Unitas movement. And as you can see on the front there, or maybe you can't see, really tiny words. It says limited edition Adoro right there above the second subdial. Handwind. It winds really nicely. Feels good. Feels like a Unitas. Pull out the crown to adjust. Adjust as well. Let's move it to 1010. One thing I did notice about this watch is that at certain angles, the rose gold hands, because they're skeletonized, almost disappear into the dial, so it makes it slightly hard to read. I think since it's more of a gents watch, it's not a huge concern, because I think it's looking for you're looking for sort of a dress style here. No loom on the dial either, so another indication that it's a dress watch. The applied indexes are pretty nice. They go all the way around. All the markers are applied. I wish the hour markers were slightly bigger. The hour markers are actually only a tiny bit larger than the ones dividing them. So it's got like one large and then two small, and then one large, two small, one large. So first the split is a little bit odd, but I mean I mean usually the hours are divided into quarters, so you'll have an hour and then 3 small ones, and then an hour and then 3 small ones. But in this case, he's gone with 2, so it's a little bit funny division. But the length of it makes it, sometimes I've found just looking at it now, like I can't tell immediately. When I was setting it to 1010, I was like, is that 1010 or? But it probably takes a little while getting used to, because it is a little unconventional in how he's doing it. But you know, I think Egard is a little bit about unconventional. Their watches are not your conventional style. He's gone out of his way. Ilan's gone out of the way to design a watch that's a little bit different, and I think the buyers for this watch are going to appreciate that. It's similar to the Meistersinger one hand, right? I mean, people, there are people out there that love it, and there are people out there that dislike it because they just can't handle those single hand. But he's done a lot of little subtle things here. I really like the texturing on the dial. I love that drop there, and I love how it has this sort of a smoky gradient look on it. And I like the way that actually the dial on the Adoro here is actually done, I think, better than the shade in the quality of the workmanship. The dial appears to be better constructed. The 3D elements are done with what appears to be better craftsmanship, and I think it really shows in the final product here. It really looks good. I personally will be quite interested in seeing a stainless steel version of this watch, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. But so far, I think this is a step in the right direction for Egard. They've done some neat stuff with this watch. This watch definitely appears to be thinner than the shade. I don't have the shade here to compare, but it definitely feels and looks thinner to me from my recollection. It has definitely a lower profile when sitting on the wrist, and actually I kind of like it better. Overall, I do like this Adoro, and I think it's I prefer it over the shade personally. And I think it's an improvement on their last watch. So, but I mean, and it's at a price, being this limited edition is more than twice the price, I believe, of the shade. So, nice watch, and hope you guys enjoy the review. Have a good one.